All right, and we're back with another edition of the Scotty Knows Show. Um, Ian is back, of course. You're basically the co-host again.
Yes.
You've got that back.
Nice.
We're gonna start this off before we actually get to the show. We're gonna start this off with a segment that you actually kind of invented last week when we were off the air.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Scotty Knows Shows. It's what I have bought recently on DVD or movies.
I thought it's a fantastic way. I love pop culture. I love movies. I love video games. I love music. And hopefully we got a Spotify portion that we get to listen or not listen to, but get into at least.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. So let's find out. And you don't have to feel obligated, by the way, to buy movies every week.
This isn't going to be happen every week.
Right. So I love the section. I love the idea. What shows does Scotty in fact know?
So I bought Northern Exposure, the box set.
That was what that status was about.
Yes.
I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Okay, so I've heard of Northern Exposure, like in all my research of like Grammys or not Grammys, but like Emmy Awards and stuff like that, like Emmy Award nominated TV shows. It's always on there, and I've never actually seen it. But this is what the show is about.
Can you show me the box again?
Yes, it's a guy staring at a moose.
Okay.
It's set in a town called Sicily, Alaska.
Okay.
So a New York doctor named Joel Fleischman takes on a residency in Anchorage. He's sure that he's in for a cushy, comfortable gig, but upon his arrival in Alaska, Joel finds that he's a fish out of water when he's instead assigned to a tiny village where the eccentric townspeople first befuddle, then eventually charm him. Here's the crazy thing about this.
Mm-hmm.
Receiving 39 Emmy Award nominations. 39.
Dang.
Emmy nominations over the course of its 6 seasons, 110 episode run from 1990 to 1995. Northern Exposure is a celebrated mix of offbeat humor and heartfelt storytelling with a fantastic ensemble cast, many of which you probably don't even know. So,
yeah, I've honestly never heard of it, but I definitely think it sounds good. It sounds really fun. That sounds like a fun show.
The big star of the show is Rob Morrow. You might know him from the TV show Numbers from CBS.
Okay.
You probably don't even know Numbers, but you don't even know what House Party is. I mean, for God's sakes.
What?
Secondly, and you're gonna love this one. It's the Christmas collection. It's a 5 classics collection.
That is a good pickup.
It is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
okay,
Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, The Little Drummer Boy, and Cricket of the Hearth. Cricket on the Hearth. One. Yeah, I've never heard of that one either.
But I will say right now that Little Drummer Boy is my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I just remember the stop motion being just comically bad sometimes.
You know, it's funny. I really don't. It for me, it's more like of a nostalgia thing. And that was one of the first things I watched. The Abominable Snowman was my first nightmare. That was my first nightmare.
Is that in
the trophy from Croach? Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought I heard seagulls, and I left my my live stream of bears on because that's the kind of adult that I am. Is I was watching bears in a river.
Wait, do you do the Fat Bear contest? Do you vote on that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's National Park Service, dude. That's me.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And that's what this is from. This is a live feed of that river that a lot of those bears come from. Actually, all those bears. It's from Katmai National Park.
Really?
Yeah.
I just remember. I remember being very like weirded out a little bit by the one elf that kind of like befriends Rudolph. I seem to remember like a little blonde elf.
Hermie. He wants to be a
Hermie?
dentist.
Yeah. Like what the fuck?
I will say,
by the way, this is on Blu-ray, so it's got more extra features than regular DVDs.
That's awesome. I don't know if I need extra features for those movies, but I'm glad it exists. I would watch them probably when I like on a drunk night or something.
Oh, I watch the extra features minus feature commentaries on almost all my DVDs.
Huh.
It's a weird thing that I've been doing.
Be a real cinephile.
Yeah.
Regarding Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
Sounds like you're getting a text.
Yeah, I got a snap. In regards to that movie, in order to promote it, I want to say that the wrestling coach for Chamberlain, John Donovan, looks a lot like Yukon Cornelius when he grows his beard out. And I will also say that Scott Andel, the McCook wrestling coach, he looks a lot like the guy that makes fun of Hermie for wanting to be a dentist. A dentist? You can't be a dentist. Sprawl! So.
Forewarned, we're probably not going to talk about the Peng Shuai situation in tennis. I just don't know too much about it. All I know is that there's somebody in the IOC named Dick Pound, and I just love that.
Does anyone watch this show for our tennis coverage?
No, but I mean,
okay. So if you're saying that, I feel better about it.
I just wanted to say the name Dick Pound because that's a funny ass name.
Wow.
He
goes by Richard.
He actually goes by Dick.
He was on CNN. I know he does. Yeah.
So we're gonna start the show off with another new segment. It's Ian's questions.
That's right. As a 30-year-old guy, I need to know things. And I mean, I don't need to, but I should in order to be the best adult that I can. Scotty knows. Ian doesn't. Old Uncle Barbecue here doesn't know anything.
I don't know where you came up with that, but I love that.
I just made it up today at work. Uncle Barbecue, baby.
By the way, how was your Thanksgiving?
I spent it by myself playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. But I made a chicken and I roasted some potatoes. I even made a maple pecan pie.
Ooh, goddamn.
Something I've never done before. And I gotta say, it turned out pretty well considering old Uncle Barbecue barely bakes. I did set the smoke detector off 3 times. I will say. But once again, Scotty knows.
Yes.
Ian doesn't. And also, a lot of people don't know this, but some of the backstory on me, I'm a psych minor, dude.
Oh, what?
Did you know that?
I didn't.
Yeah. Got a minor in psychology. Shit. Yeah. So, and one of the things that I would like to do is dive a little bit into the Scotty lore.
Oh, boy. Okay. Let's go ahead.
All right. So there's not too many questions for this week. We're just kind of testing the waters. Now, what's the theme of this show?
I mean, it's mainly sports.
It's bringing brief sports stories to common, people's lives, I guess.
Yes.
And from the day that I've met you,
when we were
back
like
when we 4 or 5, something like that.
at a petting zoo, I believe.
I think that's right. You have always been the biggest sports fan that I've ever known. We're 30 now, dude.
I know.
So that you have that crown for 25 years. I want to know, and there's good things about sports, there's bad things about sports. I was a collegiate athlete. I'm aware of many of them. But what I want to know and what I want people to know is you, Scotty Millard. Why do you choose to get so invested in a group of people, sometimes dudes, most of them dudes, sometimes females, but mostly dudes? Why do you let the outcomes of these competitions regarding these people that you don't know affect your overall emotion? Maybe for, and it's not for long, but maybe let's say half a day. What makes Scotty tick? That's what I want to find out. We're digging into Scotty's head here. What makes you so attracted to sports?
Probably the competition aspect and the fact that I hate to lose.
Okay. So that makes sense why why you let it, affect your emotions for half a day. But what got you into it in the first place? That's the next question.
Okay, so it depends on which sport, really.
Okay, let's go over the basic ones. Biggest one right now, football. Go into that.
That would be Uncle Donnie and my grandpa. Donnie, of course, is the Packer fan. Grandpa is the Viking fan. You're one of the rare people that remembers me when I was a Packer fan.
I do.
We don't talk about those days. Those were dark days. We don't.
As
talk
you and
about
I
them.
are both wearing green and yellow affiliated teams. I got the Athletics. You got the Supersonics.
Yep. I've also got the Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
So
blue and red. I got Scout Brewing, blue and red.
But yeah. Wow, we didn't even plan that.
No, we inversely matched. It's awesome. Straight up awesome.
But yeah, I saw how they liked doing that, and I watching that, and I decided, oh sure, I guess I'll watch that too. I guess
I think it's awesome, and again, I appreciate anything that you do answer, because people got to know.
Yeah.
Why does Scotty know? Okay. Next one. Real briefly, basketball. Go.
Brother Derek.
See, I knew that one. Because Derek was a Bulls fan, if I remember right.
Yep. Derek was a Bulls fan. Holly was, for some stupid ass reason, a Orlando Magic fan.
Probably Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, it's Penny Hardaway, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, I like to think in the lore culture, we're going to say it's because of Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah. And that's why you got on the show.
Ooh. By the way, did you see he has an egg maker now?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you can make hard-boiled eggs.
Shaquille O'Neal style.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one. Baseball. Go. I can't say last one. I have one more. I
was gonna say there's a specific one I'm surprised you haven't asked. But baseball, I don't really know. I feel like it was just like an accident that I started to like baseball.
You became okay.
Yeah. I mean, I became a Brewers fan because I went to a game there. I was originally a Twins fan because they're the team in the area.
The region team. Yeah. And I was the same way. I met one annoying Twins fan, and then like I'm wearing an Athletics jersey. I bought this jersey this year because I went to a game before I went to the game. But like you go to a game, that changes your whole perspective, especially if you haven't been to many. So I get that. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense to me.
They're really nice fans, I think.
It's fun. They're competitive. They talk shit, but they don't beat each other up.
No, and they were playing the Cardinals.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, last one. Pro wrestling.
Okay, that's easy. That's Mom.
Mom.
Yep. I remember.
That's why I saved it for last, because I figured it was Vicky.
I remember, for some reason, I think I was snooping around in my mom's closet for some reason, and I found a match card from like the 70s.
No shit.
And it was from the AWA. It was from like a St. Paul show.
See, this is exactly why I wanted to have this section. This is perfect. This is absolute gold.
It was like Wahoo McDaniel, like Ric Flair, like before he was, I mean, he was still the Nature Boy, kind of.
Before he was famous for the Nature Boy.
Yeah. I mean,
that's awesome.
Like Wahoo McDaniel, and I think Crusher Blackwell was on that card and stuff. So, and I seem to remember my first match I ever saw was Shawn Michaels versus Mick Foley at In Your House Mind Games.
What a cool show.
Where the ending of the match saw the Undertaker come out of a casket, like just randomly.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
And I was like, hell yeah, there we go.
Dude, I love it. I'll wrap it up so we can get on with the show, but thank you for answering the Ian doesn't know section. Because it's fun. It's fun to dive into these topics.
Do you want to talk about how you have terrible horror movie taste?
Do you want to?
You go ahead. You have a pretty terrible horror movie take, I think.
Okay, to me, horror movie and slasher are different.
Okay.
And I think slashers are maybe the worst genre of any movie. That doesn't mean I don't enjoy watching the occasional one, but I want to say slasher movies are fucking stupid.
To an extent, yeah.
The protagonists
are very dumb.
Are so dumb.
Yeah.
They're so dumb. And we did a horror movie pick. And one of the reasons that I picked The Thing number one was because the characters were actually smart.
Yeah.
And they still died. But that, like, the slasher movie genre is just dumb teenager after dumb teenager just getting axed or, finger knifed or macheted, chainsawed, and then as a whole, I just don't feel like those movies, I feel like they all have nostalgia value. Don't get me wrong there. And I feel like there's a cult following for all of them. But there's also a cult following for the movie The Room.
God, I love The Room. It's literally right down there.
Again, that's not a good movie. That's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's fun, but yes. and the same thing can be said for slashes. But for that exact reason, I think slasher movies in general are the worst genre of movies. You should get a poll out there, because I feel like you either have yes or you have no.
Erotic thrillers.
Are slasher movies good? Erotic thrillers. What the hell is an erotic thriller?
Well, like, have you ever seen the movie
Zombieverse? Is that an erotic thriller?
No, I'm talking like not Basic Instinct. Fatal Attraction. Have you seen Fatal Attraction?
Yeah, but
that movie makes me physically uncomfortable.
I don't like those movies. I haven't seen many of them because I don't like them.
50 Shades of Grey makes me physically uncomfortable.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that was the genre. That might be worse than the slasher. In fact, because I actively don't watch those. I will watch a slasher, but maybe say if you do a poll, say, are slashers traditionally good films?
Yeah.
Oh, and that might be a little biased.
Yeah.
You can word it how you want.
I will tell you what I think the best slasher is. I know we could probably do a thing on this.
We absolutely could. We have another draft, but let's hear your best one.
So I think that Halloween is the best one for multiple reasons. Number one, it's not the first, but perfected things that others brought before it.
So I agree with you, but it's not my favorite.
No, it's not.
And it's not yours either.
No, but I think it's the best. And, because it perfected all of the things that came before it, the things from Black Christmas, from A Bay of Blood, from all of those classics. Number two, John Carpenter directed it. I believe he wrote it, and he wrote the score. The theme song, he did that.
Which is pretty cool because he wasn't known as a music guy. And by the way, John Carpenter directed The Thing, my favorite movie, or my favorite horror movie, sorry.
Well, he was in a band before he was in a band before he was a director.
Yep.
So
not a lot of people know that.
Yep. So
no, I would agree with you. Now, so that's the best one.
Yes.
Now we'll touch base on our favorite, just to throw it out there. Build more on Scotty Lore. What's your favorite?
Favorite slasher?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I think
not slasher movie. Slasher. What's your favorite slasher?
Like character?
Yep.
It's probably Freddy.
Not Chucky.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. Son of a bitch.
I thought it was Chucky. I thought we talked about this last night.
Yes, we did. Yeah, it probably is because he was the first one I saw.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mine is Jason Voorhees. He's an unstoppable machine.
Yeah.
That's kind of what ruins the movie.
Now with Chucky, he can replicate himself.
That's terrifying. I don't want to watch that.
Yeah. There's like 72 Chuckies.
Ugh.
And Andy
although
the thing, okay, I know we don't want to talk about the TV show because you haven't seen the TV show or the movies, which what the fuck are you doing?
It was the scariest movie you ever saw when you told me when you were like 7. So I didn't watch it. I never did.
That's my fault, I guess.
Night of the Living Dummy, Goosebumps. Like that was fucking scary to me. And that was
fucking dead silence.
PG. Oh, that's a scary movie.
Yeah.
It's also incredibly frustrating because it's another movie where the characters are so fucking dumb.
Fucking Babadook. But
never watched that.
Anyways, the thing about the TV show I like is it brings back characters from the first 2 movies. It brings back the guy who actually played Andy Barclay, the kid.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, and it brings back from part 2, Kyle, the guy who the girl who plays his sister.
Oh, and also you just love Devon Sawa.
I do. I love Devon Sawa. So I don't know how to explain it. I guess
he's a nostalgia actor. It's kind of like the guy from it's like the guy from Brink.
I wrote him.
I think it's Eric Von Detten.
Yeah.
If he was in a movie now, you would fucking watch that movie.
I definitely would. I definitely would.
It could be a movie called something like Shooting Puppies, and I would still probably watch it.
Or Jonathan Taylor Thomas, something like that.
Yeah, I almost started watching
Osment.
I almost started watching Smallville when I found out Jonathan Taylor Thomas was in it.
What?
All right. Scotty knows shows. Scotty does not know that show. Jonathan Taylor Thomas is in fact in Smallville.
I know like Tom Welling, was her name? Kristen Cruick. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I do love the fact that the person that plays Nathan's mom in One Tree Hill is the mayor in the TV show Chucky. I love that too.
Nathan's mom has got it going on.
She does. So is that the end of
yeah.
you have to watch Child's Play now.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
What?
But
Okay. I will
you,
say watch Child's Play 1, watch Child's Play 2, watch Bride of Chucky, not Seed. Do not watch Seed. Do not
uh,
watch 3 either because
so
3
see,
sucks.
Seed might have been the only one that I did see, and it was so bad that I think I might
He's
have purged
pissing
it from
his
my
pants.
memory.
He's pissing his pants. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Um,
I love that part.
so part of the reason I never saw those movies was because one, it scared the fuck out of you. Two, when I did finally, there's an inspiration for that movie, and I don't know where it started, but Gingerbread Man is
Oh
also
yeah.
a um, serial killer that possesses an inanimate object, and it was so bad. I think it kind of turned me off of the subject.
I honestly I think part of the reason why I love Chucky so much is because Brad Dourif is such a great voice actor.
Sure, sure, makes sense. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Um
Okay, let's get into it.
okay, so into the show, we really only have really two topics, honestly.
Oh no
Uh,
shit. Nice.
w-
That's all right.
uh, first, we'll talk about the MLB. First of all, there's supposedly a lockout coming.
There's a lockout coming. I was reading about that
Yeah,
this evening.
yeah. Well, what do you know about that?
Not much other than it's definitely imperative, and it seems to be a lot of um it is from minor league.
Oh, okay.
So part of it is it's either double A or triple A. I think it's double that wants not more money, just housing,
Yeah,
which is okay. So again, so that's a topic I don't really know much about.
I know a little.
Um,
I know a little bit about it from a
I know the Pier Trappers
yeah,
folded because of lack of housing.
which they may be back. I don't know. Who knows?
Okay, so that's part of it. A lot of it is COVID restrictions,
Okay.
and some stuff is regarding vaccine mandates.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Well,
Okay.
you know, and this was a broad article, so it
Yeah.
kind of touched base on a lot of things. Those seem to be two of them, and then I think a lot of it was minor league pay for
Okay.
AAA
Yep.
ball,
Um.
because they're just not making enough to live in these minor league towns a lot of times, because yeah, some of them are in Little Rock, Arkansas, some of them are in Racine, Wisconsin. I don't think there's a team in Racine, Wisconsin, but it's a Wisconsin team, and
Claire, maybe.
I don't think it's Eau Claire, but also some of them are in like the Las Vegas Aviators.
Oh yeah.
And when cities like that will provide housing for people that work at the casinos, but not for their athletes, people just have no interest in playing for that team.
Yeah.
So
Uh, interesting that we kind of talk about the trappers. I mean, I haven't heard anything yet. Supposed to hear about something. Pre-Thanksgiving. Never heard a thing.
oh really? That
Yeah.
soon?
Yeah.
Because when did
Because
they fold?
they haven't really announced any folding or anything.
Oh, so
But no,
that was your status that said that they're basically not done, but
it's pretty damn close.
yeah.
Feels like. But apparently we're getting an NA3HL team, which is junior
No
hockey.
shit. That's cool.
I think supposedly they still have to talk about that. I mean, like the trappers, there will need to be housing provided, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But but the thing is what do you do with the expo center? Do you have to improve it? Do you have to add another locker room, probably. Where do you put that locker room?
I've been to the Expo Center, but it's been a while, and I'm not that familiar with it. But
there's only like 3 or 4 locker rooms, I think.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, but I mean, seating is fine. They could honestly add more seating if they wanted to. But it's like there's a whole list of things that you have to, bunch of hoops that you have to go jump through in order to actually get one of those things. I mean,
Okay.
I believe Rapid City just absorbed Missoula's. So, from what I heard.
Gotcha.
So that's why that's why they want to kind of extend into Pier.
That's cool.
They're trying to gauge our interest.
That's cool. I hope they get one. Real quick, the thing with the other big thing with the baseball lockdown was free agency restrictions.
Oh, we're gonna get into some free agency here soon.
We're already kind of into it.
Okay.
Or sorry, I'm sorry. You're gonna get into it.
Yes.
In the season, we've been getting into it.
Oh yeah.
Robbie Ray going to the Mariners.
That's on my list.
Okay, sorry. I don't want to take it. Go ahead.
Okay. So I have a whole bunch of lists of MLB signings that piqued my interest. I mean, from a local standpoint, Byron Buxton staying with the Twins.
Which is interesting because that was the move Boston should have made.
You think so?
100%. That's what they needed. They needed another hitter, and he's terrible in Minneapolis. He's not terrible, but he's being wasted considering the season before this one, and then maybe it was 19. I think it was 19.
Because he's almost always injured nowadays.
Yeah, 20. The season was short, and he was injured. 21, he was injured, and he didn't produce for the amount he was. And Minneapolis is a small ball club, so yeah, Boston was the way to that was the move for them.
Mm-hmm. The most recent one that I saw, Marcus Stroman to the Cubs.
I didn't see that one yet, so that's intriguing.
That's intriguing. Javi Baez to the Tigers.
So yeah, I saw that. He's a great player, and it doesn't surprise me that the Tigers got him because they got some space as far as budget goes.
Mm-hmm.
But and the Tigers, they had moments where they sort of clicked, and then they had a lot more moments where they didn't. And maybe Javi Baez is the key. So I can't badmouth that one too much. I don't know.
This is an interesting one because it reminds me of a certain, what was it, $300 some odd million signing in 2003. It's the Rangers getting both Corey Seager and Marcus Semien.
I didn't know they got Semien too. Yep. I know that they got Seager for $325 million.
Mm-hmm.
$325 million for a 10-year contract. It's like, dude, you can't sign contracts. Like, or you shouldn't be offering contracts that long. No one's good for that many years.
No.
Like it's Derek Jeter, it's Nolan Ryan, and a handful of other players that are consistent, but a 10-year and he's not that young. I mean, he's not old either, but like he could on the tail end of that contract, he's not going to produce the numbers that you want him to.
You remember the last time the Rangers signed somebody to a contract like that?
I believe it was A-Rod.
Yeah, what happened there? How many World Series did they get? How many playoff appearances?
I believe 0. Trebek is the answer. What is 0?
Yep. The Mets. Holy shit. They got Max Scherzer.
They got Scherzer? Motherfucker. That
They
was who the
got
Cardinals should have gone after.
they got Starling Marte and they got Eduardo Escobar.
They're a New York team. They got the money. What bothers me is that Scherzer went to college near St. Louis.
Oh, did he?
That was the move for them to make. That was the only move for them to make. You could have gone after Correa. You weren't going to get him, not with the bullshit Cardinal way that they do. It's like, we're going to kind of play money ball and kind of like invest in our minor league, which makes sense. But Scherzer would have signed. It's so dumb. And instead, who did they get? Santos? I believe St. Louis
Max?
got it. Yeah, Max Santos or something.
Or Steven Matz.
Oh, is it Steven Max? They picked up him that they stole from the Mets. Like they bought him off the Mets. I don't know if it's their bullpen or their AAA team, but that's who. It's like, you idiots. And the fact that Scherzer just goes to the Mets pisses me off more because it's like, oh my God, you put money in the wrong guy.
I know our guy Frank the Tank is somehow mad. I don't know how. He's never satisfied.
Always is.
Robbie Ray, like you said, to the Mariners, as well as Adam Frazier, I believe.
I didn't know about Frazier, but Robbie Ray is a huge name. And the Mariners were also another team that were good. They didn't make the playoffs.
They were one game away.
And that AL West is tough.
Yeah.
Because the Astros got in, but the A's were close. The Mariners were close. And the Angels could get there. I don't want to say they will ever, but when you got Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout, and I think they got an Upton.
I think they did too. Don't they have Rendon?
They did get Rendon. It's like, they're not a bad team.
Noah Syndergaard.
I saw the A's playing, and the A's were losing. So, the A's could be there as well.
I know we were talking about, the fact that you haven't seen Child's Play. Can I make a confession?
Yes.
I've never seen Moneyball.
It's on Netflix.
I have it on DVD too.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
It's so good. That's one of the reasons I like the A's. That, and I think I was conceived at an A's game.
Okay. And
finally, I'm not going to tell my parents that, but that's what I'm believing.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to your brother who shared his Spotify Wrapped.
Okay, I wanted to talk about that because
that the Spotify Wrapped is our last segment before the draft, but he shared it with me. It was like the comment said, sometimes podcasts are like your family. And he's like, well, I hope so.
Well, I was going to say, I was going to make God damn it, Bryson, you're ruining my fucking bit.
But finally, this is just a guy that I like personally, from a personal standpoint. Corey Kluber to the Rays.
I love that pick. I like Kluber. I always have. I was bummed when he didn't win it with the Angels, and I like the Rays team. That's probably my other AL team because they suck. They're not. They don't suck.
Yeah,
they're no money. They're a no money market team. They shouldn't be good by any means.
I was watching this show on MLB Network the other night called Epic Innings, and it was 1999. What hitter got his 3,000th hit in his career playing for the Rays?
It wasn't Kent.
No.
It was a Wade Boggs.
Yep. It was Wade Boggs. It was Wade Boggs. I'm like, when the fuck did Wade Boggs play for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays? And they were the Devil Rays at the time. Like
They were
come
the
on.
Devil Rays that they got rid of that because had the word devil in it.
Yeah. Our second topic is the college coach carousel.
You know more about this than I do.
I do.
So I can't help with this one so much.
You can a little bit. Brian Kelly leaving Notre Dame to go to LSU.
Interesting move.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think he left? Was it because Notre Dame?
It's money.
So yeah, but it's the money. But when Notre Dame has a sweet deal where they can get into the championship series without really playing many good teams.
Because they're afraid to be in a conference. Yeah.
I don't want to say that, but I will say they're not in a conference.
Join the ACC, you pussies.
For the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Indiana. I mean, it's Indiana. Indiana's in the Big Ten. Why would you not join the Big Ten?
But they're in the ACC for basketball.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. But I mean, that can be avoided. SDSU is in the Summit Conference for basketball, but they're in the Big 12 for wrestling.
Yep, and they're in the Missouri Valley for football.
Yep.
But yeah, there's that. I mean, on top of that, Notre Dame has its own TV deal. They basically own NBC.
No shit, I didn't know that.
Basically, I mean, that's why like every Notre Dame game is on NBC.
Oh, it's been years since I've actually like been around cable television, but I get it.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's my problem with the Big 12. Because your fucking Longhorns dominate that.
Well, yeah.
And they don't dominate football, I'll tell you that much. They dominate the fucking television networks.
We're good at baseball though. That's where it's really helped us in baseball.
It's the only reason they still have that.
Mm-hmm. Lincoln Riley to USC. I think that is maybe not the best job to get. I mean, yes, you got, the USC, you got the San Diego products that you can pipe in there. You've got, a whole host of, private school kids that you can probably get into USC. But you have to think Lincoln Riley has to coach against the Oregons, the Washingtons, the UCLAs, the Utahs, all of these schools that are just tough in football compared to where he used to coach.
The Big 10?
The Big 12 in Oklahoma?
Oklahoma's Big 12. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, and I get that, but I also feel like I think his job was on the line.
At Oklahoma?
And they lost. They lost to OK State.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you would want that continuity when you're going to the SEC in 2 years.
But he doesn't want to go to the SEC. That's a terrible place to coach. That's the best conference in the whole country.
Is the SEC, yeah.
No, don't take that. Take the Pac where you could potentially win. That's the easiest conference in America.
They're not going to. They got Oregon there.
Oregon's not good. They play nobodies. They play UCLA, who shows signs of
Chip Kelly.
Not good. Cal Bears, who again, they look good sometimes, but most of the time they look bad. USC, who has not looked good since Pete Carroll left. They got BYU and Utah, who start hot, but if you schedule those games late, and with Stanford, if you schedule them
did you just say BYU
in that game?
BYU's not in the Pac-12.
Where's Brigham Young?
They're an independent school, I think. They're either independent or they're Mountain West.
I think they're Pack.
I don't think they are, buddy.
All right, I believe you.
Yeah. They probably could be.
Mountain
They
West
really wanted
is
to.
terrible. That's not a real conference. But yeah, I really thought with Utah being Pack, I thought BYU was as well.
No. You want to talk about a tough transition? Imagine being Billy Napier coaching at the University of Louisiana Lafayette, and now you have to coach at Florida. Oh, yikes.
That's
it. That's a step up in competition, so to speak.
You are correct. BYU is independent. They should not be. They should be Pack.
Yeah. But yeah, Billy Napier going from University of Louisiana Lafayette to the University of Florida. Yikes.
If he has it in him.
Yeah.
But yeah, going from that to that, it's tough.
And lastly, but certainly not least, Kalen DeBoer going from Fresno State to Washington. Of course, if you know anything about Kalen DeBoer, he's from Millbank. He played football at USF, South Dakota guy. So go Washington.
Is he with the Huskies?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you have an ad this week?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I actually think you're gonna like this one.
I like them all. So.
Oh, okay. Let me get my screen correct. Okay. Scotty, picture this. You're in a new town. You're hungry, but you don't want to drive anywhere. So you use the standard food delivery service in town, and like your Grubhub or whatever, and you place an Uber Eats, all those, and you place an order for your favorite, let's say the 4-piece chicken tender box at the Frosty Royalty. And you get a knock on the door, and instead of getting that delicious fried crispy goodness, the driver wheels in a rusted out frame of a Delta 88 filled with Hardy Boys mystery novels.
How did you know I used to drive a Delta 88?
Did they forget that gravy? They did. And not to mention it was full of books. Scotty, I'm tired of looking for lunch in all the wrong places. Speaking of that, are you tired, alone, hungry, and listening to Love Hurts by Nazareth? Well, that's because you're in a dark room, Bryson. Just walk out the opposite way and open the door. Don't be a dummy. But if you're like me, Scotty, you like the thought of meeting a nice lady someday.
Mm-hmm.
Introducing Grumble, the easy-to-use app that sends a helicopter to your location with a potential suitor and lunch of your choice.
Ooh.
Halle Berry and strawberry cheesecake? Done. How about Kevin Bacon and chicken bacon ranch? Easy. Try this on for size. Fiona apple and apple crisp with whipped topping. You got it. Meatloaf and meatloaf? You crazy bastard. We're in. Be one of the first to download and use the app, and you get Fred Durst added to your first order absolutely free.
Does a hot dog flavored water come in?
It does. It does come with hot dog flavored water.
Full disclosure, I can't possibly be a Fiona Apple fan.
I don't really know anything about her.
Because certain songs have told me that Fiona and somebody else have done it in my van every Sunday, so I can't like her in at all.
Is that Fiona Apple?
No. It's not.
Oh, well, okay.
It's Fiona.
It's a Fiona.
It's Fiona from
Euro trip.
Yeah. Which explains why I haven't really been that big of a Shrek guy. But anyways, I forgot to add, part of the reason why I always get DVDs and things like that is because sometimes things aren't on streaming services.
Our sponsor is Grumble. Please go download the app that's not real because I haven't made it up. Also, please don't steal that. I feel like that's actually a good app idea.
Yeah. Yeah, so I buy these movies because some things aren't on streaming services. I don't think any of these are. So
no, I don't think so.
So our college football games this week, it's championship week. So I have all of the championship games listed. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
First up, Pac-12 championship. It's Oregon and Utah.
I love this. I will never pick Oregon. Even though I think Oregon is the better team. I think Oregon chokes. I think Utah takes it.
I believe this game is being played at the Raiders Stadium on Friday. So
in Vegas?
Yeah.
Cool. I just want to make sure it wasn't at the Oakland Coliseum. That place sucks.
The Big 12 championship, Baylor and Oklahoma State.
Here's the thing with that. Big 12 is so bad that all the focus was on Oklahoma this year. That's the only team I paid attention to.
And Texas losing to fucking Kansas.
Texas isn't good, Scotty. You got to get over that. You got to pick a new team. Preferably not Texas.
Definitely not Nebraska, because that's worse.
You don't have to pick Nebraska. They're bad too. But they are the best 3-9 team or whatever, according to my friend Eric Punt.
But by the way, I should note, please like and subscribe on YouTube if you're watching this. And like and subscribe and download and all that stuff on Spotify.
Oh, to the Scotty Knows?
Yes. I actually got the numbers because the Podbean numbers they come through. The Spotify numbers come through on Podbean. We are 30 downloads away from 1,000.
Oh, well, get that shit up, guys. I'll tell you right now, it was mine. It's not really saying anything. It was my number one podcast I listened to, and I was
gone. Was it really?
Yeah.
Damn. Here I am.
Wait. Well, yeah, asshole. I got down. It's your own podcast.
I know.
And I got downgraded to not co-host. So, and it was still my number one. I listened every week. But yeah, go listen to the Scotty No Show. Let's get to 1,000 if we can. So in that matchup, I think I want OK State. I think Baylor again is the better team, but I want Oklahoma State to win this game. So give me that one.
I believe this game is being played at AT&T Stadium too. So
okay.
In case you're wondering, the MAC championship, which I think is played in Detroit.
It's not in Memphis.
I'm pretty sure it's Detroit.
Okay.
It's Kent State and Northern Illinois.
That's not a real division, but Northern Illinois.
By the way, for me on the other ones, Oregon and Oklahoma State, have to support the teams of my friends.
You do not have to support the Ducks.
Yes, I do. Wyatt Perry would disown me.
No, he wouldn't. He'd still be your friend. That's what friends are for.
In this matchup, I'm picking Kent State.
That's a dumb pick. I'm telling you right now, it's bad.
And the reason being is that their coach's name is Sean Lewis.
Okay, I can't argue with that logic, but that is not the right team.
Shout out, Coach Lewis. The SEC championship. It's Georgia versus Alabama. Probably the game of the year.
I think it's Georgia this year.
Yep.
But you can't ever count out Saban or Alabama. Alabama, I don't think is the better team, but they could still win this game. That's the crazy thing about the SEC, and especially with Georgia and Alabama being so good, that I think if they played 10 times a year, it would be 5-5 or 6-4 for Georgia. But this is a one and done. And I think both these teams make it. Well, not Alabama. Well, no, actually, yeah, because they did end up winning that game.
Georgia's automatically in the
Georgia is automatically in. If Alabama wins, I think they are too. And even if they lose, I think they still would probably get in. So I think it's Alabama.
Okay. I'm picking Georgia.
I think Georgia wins the national championship. I think Alabama wins this.
This is the conference championship that I found that is actually played at the home site of the higher seed. It's the American Championship.
Okay.
I believe it's number 21, maybe. I don't know what their ranking is. Houston versus Cincinnati. Cincy all the way.
Yeah.
Cincy wants to break through. They desperately want to break through.
I thought Cincy was MAC, to be honest.
Nope. They are in the American.
So not. What about the ACC?
We will get to the ACC.
Okay, go ahead.
The Big Ten championship first, though.
Yep.
I believe this is in Indianapolis, where the Colts play. It's Michigan and Iowa.
They went with Iowa over Ohio State.
Oh, well, Ohio State lost to Michigan.
Well, they got spanked by Michigan, but they got a better record than Iowa.
But they're not in the same side of the conference. There's East and West.
In that case, Michigan, but I want Iowa to win. I want that on the record.
Okay. Michigan for myself. Now we go to the ACC, where I believe this is in Charlotte. I believe this is in where the Panthers play. It's Pittsburgh versus Wake Forest.
Pitt.
I'm picking Wake Forest. Wake Forest is salty this year.
Pitt's salty every year.
Wake Forest might mess around.
I'm not saying that they don't have the better record, but I am saying that Pitt challenges Penn State every year, at least for a halftime. I want Pitt.
All right, I got Wake Forest. Our NFL games this week. By the way, shout out to anybody that actually tabulates any of our picks, because I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. And nobody does. But I do want to say right now that last week I knocked out the number 1 ranked person in fantasy football. So maybe Uncle Barbecue does know a few things.
Our Thursday night football game is the Cowboys at the Saints. I believe the Cowboys are without Mike McCarthy this week.
And I think they've lost 3 straight.
That might be true.
But I still like the Cowboys in this.
I do too, because
Simeon lost his job.
Trevor lost his job?
I believe he lost his job on his last performance.
He lost it to I don't have a
I believe they're starting.
I don't have a good nickname for Taysom Hill. I'm sorry.
I believe they're starting Taysom Hill because I had Simeon on my fantasy team.
Okay.
I didn't start him this week. I started Lawrence and I won. If I had started Simeon, I would have lost. But Yeah, Simeon was practicing with the second team, so he lost his job. He's now a backup quarterback. Taysom Hill has a starting job, and that is an Uncle Barbecue facts for you.
Your Sunday night football game, even though it probably shouldn't be your Sunday night football game, it got flexed to it. But I mean, they flexed their own game. That's just my opinion. It's the Broncos at the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Okay, I agree. The reason why I say they flexed their own game, the Chargers and the Bengals are playing this week.
I think it's the right game.
Chargers and Bengals, though? You got Joe Burrow versus Justin Herbert. That's much better than Patrick Mahomes versus Teddy Bridgewater.
But because Mahomes started so rough, and now they're winning the division, Scotty.
I know, but I mean, NBC blows the Chiefs anyways, so
I think it's the right game, and I think the Chargers have sunk to that level I thought the Chargers would be at.
Yeah,
which is not, it's not playoff level team.
Goodness, I am moody tonight. I don't know what it is. Monday Night Football.
So all those are duels.
I had one old duel at the bar. One.
And one will change your whole mood.
I have heard from a source that Busch has a non-alcoholic beer, and I might try.
They do. Okay. Busch has an NA.
Yep. New England at Buffalo is your Monday Night Football game. That is going to be good.
That's the game of the week.
It is.
A lot of people don't realize this. New England is now winning that division with Mac Jones.
This is in Buffalo, by the way. Not that it matters.
This is probably going to be the game for the playoffs.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. I do.
But by the way, shout out to the Washington football team for taking the Vikings playoff spot. I'm just saying they went in there and they took the Vikings playoff spot.
By the way, I did say when we did this months ago that the football team would be in the playoffs.
Yeah, you didn't say they would win the division though, didn't you?
I did. But if they make the playoffs, that's half a point.
True.
In our non-actual scoring list of points. Okay,
are you ready to talk about?
By the way, I think I like Buffalo.
I mean, you know who I'm picking. It's not. Do you have your Spotify Wrapped ready to be talked about?
Yeah. Is it okay if I pee first?
Oh, go ahead.
I've never done this on an episode.
Oh, go ahead. All right. So after that brief intermission, which sorry I didn't have any intermission music, so here you go.
Yeah, sorry. Old Uncle Barbecue realized that so I had COVID.
Yes.
Or schmovid. Because I think something happens to the podcast if I say that word. I didn't eat a vegetable for 10 days.
What? Really?
I ate a potato or potatoes, but I didn't realize how important that was. I'm a 30-year-old man, Scotty.
Yes.
And Scotty might know, eat vegetables. I went about 10 days without eating because I didn't have it. My lettuce went bad. I didn't have tomatoes. My peppers were moldy a week before my quarantine started.
You don't like green beans?
No, I do like green beans, but I didn't have any. I do have some now. So I've since Saturday, I've kind of loaded up on vegetables, and I had to pee because been eating a lot of vegetables lately.
When nature calls, as they say.
Yeah.
So do you have your Spotify Wrapped?
I do. Do you want to go into it first? Do you want me to?
I will go. So my music aura was, I believe, was Angst and Hopeless Romantic.
Yeah, which is interesting. I haven't seen anyone with either of those.
I haven't heard
Um,
seen anyone with yours either.
which was bold and like
Silly.
comedy, silly,
Yeah,
bold, and
boldness.
what the fuck is bold music?
I can definitely see the silly one because he's listening to some silly shit. I've seen it.
Yeah, Chacarone, which you posted on my wall about 9 years ago.
Yeah, you posted on. You gave me a CD with it on.
Well, it's one of my go-to silly songs. But yeah. So anyway, going further, continue.
So my top artists, I didn't write everything down. I'll be honest.
I got it on my phone here.
Oh, okay. Um, so my top artists, number 5, Ed Sheeran. Some of these are because I reviewed them for work. Most of these are actually.
Okay.
Number 5, Ed Sheeran. Number 4, Drake. Reviewed his album. Number I know. Number 3, Kanye. Reviewed his album.
Yep, I know you did.
Number 2, Newfound Glory. I didn't review their album. I just listened to their new one and I loved it.
It's good. Newfound Glory is one of the only punk rock bands left that continues to put out levels of awesomeness that they did when they were popular in the late 90s.
But by the way, I love that my top genre was punk rock and my number 2 genre was dance pop.
So
when the fuck do I listen to dance pop?
Do you have your phone on you?
I do, but like I don't want to go through it right now.
That's fine. Turn it on mute because I have one stat I want to look at.
Okay.
Okay, so give me your top songs.
And my number 1 is Gavin Haley for my number 1 artist, a guy who you do not even know.
No, I've never heard one song in my whole life.
Yeah.
So now, okay, let me give you my top 5 artists.
Yes.
Okay, so number 5, Royal Blood.
Ooh, okay.
They came out with the CD this year. That's my number 5. Number 4, the Prof. He's a rapper that was formerly associated with the Rhymesayers. So think Aesop Rock.
Ooh, yes.
Think Atmosphere out of Minneapolis.
Yep.
And Brother Ali also out of Minneapolis. Number 3, this one kind of threw me. Misfits.
Really? Jerry only?
Jerry only. Glenn Danzig. That is the band out of like the 80s. Early 70s even.
Dude, they wrestled in WCW in the late 90s.
I know. They were, and they're 2 of them are fucking, the Only Brothers are huge.
I know.
Like big dudes. Number 2, Ballyhoo. That's not a surprise. That's the band that I saw this year in a concert.
Okay.
And number 1, Aesop Rock.
Okay.
That's another Rhymesayer. Probably my favorite rapper.
Okay.
All right, let's go into songs.
Okay. So according to my thing, I listed my top 10. According to I know it only listed your top 5, but if you look, it gives you a playlist.
Yeah, I have my 100, but I'm just gonna give you my 5.
I'm gonna give you my 10. But
shit.
I know, because it's hilarious because some of these I listen to working out. I don't like listen to them like normally. So number 10 is The Kill by 30 Seconds to Mars.
Okay, let's go number by number. 30 Seconds to Mars, interesting choice. I wouldn't have expected that on anyone's 2021.
I know.
Scotty.
Oh, trust me, you're not going to expect half of these.
Okay, so here's my 10. Fear of Dying, Poppy.
I love Poppy.
Poppy is a singer that did bubblegum pop that switched to like metal alternative.
Yeah, What the fuck is that song that they use for NXT? Oh
Um,
God, it's like,
Burn It Down.
yeah, that, or I disagree.
I just not. Yes, it's I
Yes.
disagree, but the chorus is Burn It Down. Yes,
Yep.
that's the one.
My number 9, Without You by the Kid Leroy. That's a new one. That fits your emo angst. Apparently,
No,
I'm a teen girl.
that was your group.
Yeah.
Mine was bold and funny or silly. Okay, so my next one, 30, Bad Flower.
Fucking A. Goddamn right.
I turned 30. Awesome song. Are you drinking cranberry juice?
It's cranberry Sierra Mist.
Ooh, delicious. I love that stuff. My mom does too.
Number 8. This is something that I know your sister would probably like. Dear Maria, Count Me In, All Time Low.
Again, that's not a new song, Scott.
Dude, there are so many not new songs on this list. There's so many.
That's not even close.
There's a song from 1998 in here.
Jesus Christ. Okay, my number 8. Let's get the party started. Tom Morello and Bring Me the Horizon.
All right. Number 7.
Fucking what? Spit it out.
Smile in Your Sleep by Silverstein.
That's not even close to new. Or is that one? Is that like, I don't follow Silverstein. I know him
that's
from
like 2006. That's
Okay.
like 2006. Just wait until you hear number 6.
Oh boy. Okay, so my 7 is Let Her Go, the Santa Cruz version by Ballyhoo. Was one that's my second favorite listen to band, apparently, based on Spotify. It's a cover from the Expendables, and it's very sublime. Like, check it out if you haven't. It's a fun. It's a cool song.
Number 6, There Is by Boxcar Racer.
Okay, well, I love Boxcar Racer, and I like, because I was so into Blink 182, I totally skipped over Plus 44 when they were popular. I skipped
did
over
too.
Boxcar Racer when they were popular, so I get that one. My number 6, you're gonna hate, Way Less Sad by AJR, because I know you don't like AJR.
That's true. Okay, so number 5 is actually a cover. It's a metal cover.
Okay.
It's Driver's License by Our Last Night.
I haven't heard that one, but I would be interested in hearing that one, actually.
It's a cover of what's that, Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay. And you love her.
I do. She's not going to be picked in our draft.
You should. She's underage, but
yeah, exactly.
So my number 5. This is my most embarrassing pick.
Oh, just wait until my number 4.
My brother showed me this song, and until I had heard it, I consistently made fun of people that listen to Lil Yachty.
Is it Broccoli?
No, this is Magic in the Hamptons by Social House featuring Lil Yachty.
Ooh.
And
okay.
I can tell right now you've never heard of it. It is a banger. It is a fun fucking song.
Okay.
But honestly,
I like Lil Yachty, actually.
Here's the thing. I was sending a couple Snapchats to a girl that I sort of liked in California, and that was usually the song that was playing in the snaps. So I think that's why it was so high.
Remember how I said there was a song from 1998 in here?
Yep, let's hear it.
Remember how we did that one-hit wonder draft?
No, Scotty.
I'm talking number 4 is Bitch by Meredith Brooks.
I didn't like that song when it came out, dude.
It's a fucking banger though. Oh my god.
It is a banger. I'll give you that. My number 4, not particularly interesting. We both like this band. Teardrops, Bring Me the Horizon.
Yep.
It's a bang. I thought it's my favorite workout song.
I
Like when I do my heavy bag workouts, I listen to that pretty much nonstop.
I don't understand how they compile these lists. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure either.
Because my number 3 is The Eulogy of You and Me by Lil Huddy.
I don't even know who Lil Huddy is, dude.
He had a Burger King meal.
I do remember you telling me that.
He's the guy who had the mozzarella sticks instead of French fries.
That seems like Google listening to the conversations that you and I have had.
Yeah.
Number 3 for me, Skulls, Misfits. Skulls made an appearance in Hot Rod, which is one of my favorite movies. And not even as the Misfits. It's like a dumb like marching band version, but I love it.
There's a scene in that movie. I don't know what the name of the song is, but it's like, we're all someone's son. And it's like, everybody's like walking. It's like, I understand it. Oh.
Yeah, I know it. I know exactly the song.
This is probably typical, probably what you would expect, but it's This Town by Niall Horan.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad pick.
Yeah.
My second one is different. If you had asked me to pick my second song that I listen to the most, I would not have said the song. It is Content by Bo Burnham.
Ooh, interesting.
Apparently that was the second most listened to song that I listened to this year.
Well, this is a weird number 1, but it's Am I Wrong by Nico and Vince.
That's a good, no, that's not wrong. That's a solid song. It's kind of weird that it is your number 1 now.
Yeah.
But I do love that song.
Yeah. Just missing the cut, by the way, at number 11 was Collide by Howie Day.
You're fucking weird, dude. My number 1 was Last Caress.
Ooh.
by Misfits. And my number 11 was a Tech 9 song. My 12 was Royal Blood. My 13 was Ocean Man by Ween. And my 14 was Mac Miller. And 15 was Misfits again.
What was your Mac Miller song?
Good News.
Nice.
I started, so I bought a guitar stand over Black Friday, which I kind of wanted to go into at some point.
Go ahead.
Well, just like Black Friday purchases, since we're on it. But I bought a guitar stand because I know if I have the instruments out, I'm gonna be more likely to play them. And so I got it yesterday, and sure enough, I played bass yesterday, and I learned circles like note for note. And that Mac Miller album was one of my favorites anyway. Probably one of my top 5 favorite albums actually, which we should do, by the way.
By the way, number 12.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Jail by Kanye West. I do love that song.
I liked Jail Part 2 better.
Okay. Number 13 is Everything We Need by A Day to Remember. It's probably my newest song on here.
That's a good choice.
I'm gonna skip 14 because that's actually probably my favorite song of all time. It's Best of Me by Starting Line. I think we've talked about that.
Yep.
But number 15 is Clouds by NF. I fucking love that song.
Okay. I don't know who that is.
Oh man. He's a white rapper, but he's like a clean white rapper. Like he doesn't curse, but he has like the sickest flow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Token?
think you've told me about him before.
I only heard it recently.
Oh, okay.
But he has a song on Tony Hawk Pro Skater, but he's pretty slick for rappers.
Yeah, you probably have heard at least one NF song, but
I know I have. I don't know him well enough to.
yeah. So our draft this week is Music Crushes draft. This was your idea.
It was. By the way, real quick, the one stat that I want to talk to you about is how many minutes did you listen to Spotify this year?
Oh, I wrote it down. It was like 45,000 or something like that.
85,000.
Yeah.
No, I had 85. I listened to more Spotify than 98.5% of America.
I was only at 91%.
Okay. So as someone that listens to a lot, as two people that listen to more than 90% of music on Spotify than anyone else in America, let's get into some of the people we have a crush on that also produce music.
45,043 minutes listening, by the way.
Okay.
I'm guessing most of that is actually probably podcasts.
Most likely. And the Scotty Knows was my number one. Dog Walk was number 4.
Really? Okay. Dog Walk was number 5 for me. So
oh shit, I think you froze.
Yeah, you froze.
Yep, you're back.
All right. Sorry. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty.
Yeah,
there.
sorry. My connection dropped.
Yeah, your internet went to red all of a sudden.
Okay.
But yeah, Music Crushes. So this was your idea. I believe you should go first.
Okay. Okay, so number 1 overall, I want Ciara.
Oh, damn it. I forgot to put her on here.
She's a like a kind of a pop princess. But she also dabbles in rap. She has stuff with Missy Elliott. I want Ciara as my number 1 pick.
I forgot to ask. Can we?
By the way, I actually have honorable mentions for this one.
Okay.
So
I do too.
I'm game.
Okay. We by the way, you froze. You pulled a Wyatt Perry there for a second there.
Did you get my pick?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. I mean, you're back now, so I
okay.
got you loud and clear.
So, what's the policy on groups?
No, you get one. You get one. You cannot pick Destiny's Child. You can pick Beyonce.
You read my mind. Damn it. I feel like, I mean, we talked about it was like the first episode that we talked. Camila Cabello, it has to be.
That's a good pick.
You know, Havana. I mean, yeah. What's his name? Shawn Mendes is a lucky guy. I'll just say that much.
Oh, is that who dates her?
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
I think they might almost be engaged, honestly.
Wow. Still enough time for me to ruin it. Okay, so you're number 2.
My number 2 is Halsey.
I forgot that one.
Yeah.
Halsey. I forgot Halsey.
Halsey, I mean, I don't think I really have to go much into like her, like, you know, personally, but like, you know, she has some great freaking music. She is really, really good at like songwriting and stuff. And I just love her voice from that. She's the best part of that Machine Gun Kelly album. I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
are you
number
mad?
2.
Are you mad that you forgot Halsey?
Just a little bit of myself. My number 2 is going to be Selena Gomez.
I knew you were gonna pick that, so that's why I didn't. Please expand. No, like what are some of your favorite songs first?
Can't keep my hands to myself.
Your metaphorical gin and juice.
Yep.
Um,
God, I love that song. And Kill 'Em with Kindness.
ooh, kill him. I forget how that song goes now I think about it.
Kill 'Em with Kindness.
Oh, that one, yeah. I needed to lose you to love me.
Number
But
3, Casey Musgraves.
Ah,
You didn't have that.
you're right, I didn't. She was on a few of my she had a few songs on my list of my top 100 list. Golden Hour, I'm pretty sure was on there.
I like Casey Musgraves a lot. She's one of my favorite country artists in general, and so yeah, I wanted that one.
What's her best song on her new album?
I haven't listened to the whole album yet, so I can't totally attest to it.
The correct answer is Justified.
Okay,
But my number 3,
that is my favorite right now. I just haven't listened to the whole thing yet.
my number 3. I mean, Lord heaven knows we belong way down below. It's Taylor Momsen from Pretty Reckless.
Yeah, she wasn't on my list. That's a good pick though. See, there's so many. There's so many.
I know. I mean, the Pretty Reckless has so many good songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's insane. Number 4. I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love, and I know that it's all mine.
No, you didn't.
Oh, whoa. Take me away, a secret place. Natasha Bedingfield.
Are you dude? That was my number 1, but I thought I could get her at 5. God, that fucking pisses me off. Because now I got to reevaluate.
Oh.
You're a piece of shit.
That's the clip. That's the clip right there. Oh my god.
I really, dude. I listened to Natasha Bedingfield last night, and Love Like This.
Oh yeah, with Sean Kingston, baby.
God damn it. I really didn't think you would pick that.
The rest is still unwritten.
Every time I go to the Pier Music Theater, they play Love Like This sometime in the previews.
Yep,
and
they do.
Motherfucker, I can't believe you stole that from me. I thought that would slip under the radar. You're a dickhead. I thought I could get her last. I really did.
I can't believe I just broke your heart like this. Oh my god.
I'm so bummed actually.
Just fucked up your game plan.
I'm more bummed right now than when the Cardinals lost to the Dodgers in the playoffs this year. I'm like, motherfucker, you stole it from me.
I even like set up to dance and started to sing.
Dude, I saw
son of a bitch.
I saw you do it, and I'm like, you're a piece of shit.
What's your number 4?
And this was my number 4 because I really did. Again, I thought I could get Natasha Bedingfield at 5. Nelly Furtado.
Ooh. I'm Like a Bird.
Mm-hmm. And Promiscuous is my favorite song by her with Timbaland.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's a Steve Nash reference in that.
Oh no shit. Oh yeah, there is.
Game MVP like Steve Nash.
Not Kevin Nash, Steve Nash.
Yes.
Okay, last one. And this honestly, I didn't think it would come to this because I didn't think it would fucking steal Natasha Bedingfield. Number 5, there used to be a show on MTV. I'm not sure what it was called, but it was like something about prom related. And this one guy took a famous prom date named Rihanna to his prom.
You son of a bitch.
You stole mine, so eat shit. I have no hard feelings for you. You stole my number 5 very, very obscene pick that nobody else on this fucking planet would have picked as that pick. So I don't feel bad. Rihanna. That's my 5.
All right. I feel like I
Ponder replay.
I know.
SOS. I heard it
Umbrella.
today. I heard SOS today, and I'm like, God damn it. She's close to my age.
Rockstar 101.
Mm-hmm.
Shut Up and Drive.
Not so much a fan of that song, but I do.
Really?
I don't know. I just don't like it, I guess. I'm not a real big car person.
So my number 5 is Ashanti.
Okay. I'm writing down on my notes, fuck you, Scotty, on the Natasha Bedingfield pick that I had, which was listed first, by the way.
Yeah. So with Ashanti, she has that she has Foolish, which is a great song. She has a song
Rest in
with
peace, by the way.
Ashanti's still alive.
Who's the dead one?
You're thinking Aaliyah.
That's it. Yep.
Ashanti also has that Ooh Baby song. You know, I don't know what the hell the name of it is. It's like Ooh Baby. You know.
Okay.
And then she has a song with what is it? Ja Rule. I don't know what.
Yeah, yep, she does.
Yeah.
Jen Ja Rule songs again are all just, what's my motherfucking name? I'm a pretty girl.
That's the Jennifer Lopez song,
which is on my list, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, J-Lo's on my list.
Yeah. So honorable mentions. You go ahead first.
All right. So first, obviously, we talked about it last week. It would be unfair for us to talk about it now. T Swift.
All right.
Next.
She high-fived this hand. No big deal.
90s Gwen Stefani.
Oh, you went specific like that. Okay.
I had to because in the 2000s she ruined Bush, and then
Blake Shelton ruined her.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then I got Sean Kingston because I like that Natasha Bedingfield song so much that I put Sean Kingston on this list. Okay. I also have a young Stevie Nicks.
Ooh.
That's a Shane McClanahan pick. I'm very proud of it.
Okay.
That Shay gave it to me. Okay. And so I also have J-Lo.
Okay.
And then these last two, the reason that I didn't include them on this list is because they're sort of anomalies. The first one, Anna Kendrick.
I almost included her too.
But she's not
She's more of an actress.
Technically, yeah, exactly. She's not technically an artist, so I didn't include her on it. But it was I had to at least throw her on my honorable mentions list. And the second one, Diana Agron.
Yeah.
From Glee. And again, she didn't do a whole lot in Glee, but she was in it. She sang, she's an artist, but again, she doesn't have her own songs. So I didn't want to include her on that. But she is, as far as attraction level goes, she was my number one.
Okay. Dua Lipa just missed the cut for me.
Okay.
She has a song out now that they're playing on the radio with Elton John, where like the chorus is like Rocket Man.
Oh, nice.
But it's like I think it's gonna, and then like it stops like after I'm not the man that think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. And then it's like goes into like a different song, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Huh.
You just cock teased me with Rocket Man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Katy Perry.
I almost included her, but I think because she's so mainstream, I didn't want to.
Yeah. Britney Spears from like early 2000s.
So you got specific as well on one pick.
Yeah.
Okay. That's I thought about going that way. I didn't.
I was thinking of putting Vanessa Hudgens, but again, that's probably
I forgot all. That's another one I totally spaced on because I have a huge crush on Vanessa Hudgens.
But that's probably like more like you probably think of her more as an actress, probably, I'm sure.
I would think so because I almost never mind. But go ahead.
Avril Lavigne.
Yep. Good call. That's a good choice.
Carly Rae, because I literally drove.
You do love Carly Rae.
I drove 6 hours in order to see her perform in Des Moines, Iowa.
Which almost like if you saw that person, you should have to pick them.
I should have
on that list. It's almost you almost cheated.
JoJo, because
sure.
Yeah. When it comes to Destiny's Child, I'm actually not a Beyonce guy. I am a Kelly Rowland.
You're a Kelly Rowland person. Yeah.
Yeah. Shakira.
I thought about Shakira, but at this point, she's so far out of my league.
Yeah. This is kind of a new school one, BB Rexa.
No, it's not. It's new school, but it's not a crazy pick.
No. Demi Lovato. I like
that's
Demi.
A bad pick.
You don't like Demi?
No.
Oh my. I mean, what's wrong with being confident?
Have you read her shit? She's not.
I know. Miley, finally.
Damn. That was on my list. I forgot to name that one.
Yeah, we definitely had the best of both worlds in this.
Yeah, I think we did.
Oh, fuck. Lizzie Hale.
You know, I thought about putting her on that list, but again,
she scares me though. She scares me a little bit.
Yeah, she's like if I don't want to date that person, I don't want to put them on that list. I like certain Ariana Grande songs, but I don't because I like Mac Miller so much. I don't want to listen to Ariana Grande.
Yeah. That's the show this week. Do you have any parting thoughts?
Not really. Just, if you can,
like and subscribe.
And download. Like yes. we're 30 podcasts away from 1,000.
Which I believe we get a special little certificate on Podbean.
Oh man, that would be cool. Like give my boy Scotty, one little thing. So
have it be my Christmas gift.
If you can download the podcast. If Scotty can, we'll give you a shout out. Shoot us at the Twitter, shoot us at Facebook. We'll give you a shout.
On my personal Twitter, I don't even use the show Twitter anymore.
Yeah, exactly. We'll shoot you a personal thank you on the podcast. Please download the podcast. Get us to that 1,000 mark. So thank you so much for everyone that has listened, and we will see you next week.